Beloved, do not scroll. Do not turn away. Do not think this is another message you can ignore. This is not a suggestion. This is not a coincidence. This is your final warning. Within the next 7 minutes, your life, your peace, your very future could change. Forever. And if you skip this message, if you doubt it, if you hesitate, you will suffer losses so great, you will cry for the rest of your life. Do you hear me? This is not a joke. This is not exaggeration. This is the voice of heaven breaking through the noise, reaching you before it is too late. Time is moving. 7 minutes. That is all the mercy remaining before consequences begin to unfold. Do you want your family, your finances, your health, your destiny to fall into ruin? No, I do not think you do. That is why you are hearing this now. Look around you. Everything you hold dear, the things you take for granted, the safety you assume, the peace you believe is permanent, it is fragile. Shadows are gathering. Forces you cannot see are positioning themselves to strike. And if you fail to act, the losses will be irreversible. I tell you this because I love you, because I see what you cannot see, because the hand of mercy is reaching for you, but it will not wait forever. 7 minutes. That is all the time left. Heaven is crying for your attention. Angels are weeping, for they see the destruction that could come, and they beg you to respond. They cannot force you to listen. They cannot act without your participation. This is why I speak directly to your heart now, piercing the distractions of this world, breaking through the silence of your mind. Do not look away. Do not hesitate. You have a choice, to obey this warning and stand protected, or to ignore it and watch as loss and regret consume what could have been preserved. Beloved, the clock is already ticking. Every second you delay is another second closer to a point of no return. Every heartbeat counts. Every breath matters. This is why you must open it now. This is why you must hear the full message. This is why you cannot skip. The next 7 minutes are your opportunity, your last chance, to shift the course of your life and the lives of those you love. Do not let pride, distraction, or disbelief steal this moment. The voice you hear is eternal. The warning is real. The consequences are immediate. Heaven has spoken. God has declared. Angels are ready to move on your behalf, but only if you respond. So do not delay. Open your heart. Open your eyes. Open this message, and let the protection and guidance of heaven flow into your life before it is too late. Beloved, if you think this is just another message, a moment to scroll past, you are already stepping into danger. The warning is clear. You have 7 minutes. That is all. 7 minutes to act, 7 minutes to open your heart, 7 minutes to obey, or to watch as loss sweeps through your life like a tidal wave. What happens when you ignore this? Let me show you, so you may understand the gravity of your choice. The first loss is sudden misfortune. Within minutes, situations that once seemed stable can crumble. Finances you assumed were safe may falter. Opportunities you thought were secure may vanish. Decisions you believed harmless may trigger cascading consequences you cannot undo. The enemy exploits hesitation. He watches your delay. He knows every moment you waste increases vulnerability. Those 7 minutes are not arbitrary, they are a window of mercy. Once it closes, the losses begin to compound, growing faster than you can manage, striking deeper than you can foresee. The second loss is broken relationships. The very people you love, the family members and friends closest to you, are at risk. Small misunderstandings, left unchecked, explode into anger. Trust fractures. Hearts harden. And by the time you realize it, the damage may be permanent. Do not think that only material things are at stake. Emotional and spiritual bonds are far more fragile, and far more precious. Every second you delay is another second where the enemy can sow discord, jealousy, and strife. The third consequence is missed divine opportunities. Heaven has doors open to you now, doors that will not remain open if you ignore this warning. Doors of blessing, favor, and protection. Doors of breakthrough in work, in health, in family, in faith. Every delay, every second of doubt, risks closing these doors. You cannot call back a lost opportunity. You cannot reclaim a moment that has slipped through your hands because you chose skepticism over obedience. The fourth loss is spiritual vulnerability. Your faith, your protection, your connection to God, all of these are stronger when you respond to warnings. When you ignore them, darkness finds entry. Fear enters. Doubt creeps in. Anxiety and confusion begin to dominate where clarity and peace should reign. The enemy is relentless. He does not rest. He watches for hesitation. He exploits disbelief. By ignoring this message, you are handing him leverage over your mind, your heart, and your soul. The fifth consequence is regret that cannot be undone. There are moments in life where one choice changes everything. This is one of those moments. A single refusal to listen, a single second of skepticism, can set in motion a chain of events that may never be repaired. And beloved, when the losses strike, when the tears fall, when despair grips your soul, you will understand the weight of ignoring God's voice. You will remember this message, and you will wish, oh, how you will wish, you had acted when heaven called. Now, I am showing you not to frighten you, but to awaken you, to shake you out of complacency, to make the stakes clear. The consequences are immediate, real, and irreversible if ignored. Imagine your finances collapsing. Imagine a loved one hurt, emotionally or spiritually. Imagine doors of opportunity shutting forever. Imagine the despair that follows when you realize you had 7 minutes, and you wasted them. Do you understand now? Every second matters. Every heartbeat counts. Every choice decides what follows. This is why you cannot skip. This is why you cannot hesitate. The enemy watches. Time ticks. Loss waits. But heaven is merciful. Heaven is patient, but only for the moments given. Act, and protection surrounds you. Hesitate, and regret becomes your companion. Beloved, now you see the consequences. They are real. They are close. They are imminent. The warning is not a threat, it is mercy. It is your chance to turn back, to act, to save yourself, and to preserve what is precious. 7 minutes. Do not waste another one. Beloved, hear me carefully. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. This is the exact moment heaven has chosen to speak to you. Why now? Because every second counts. The enemy moves swiftly, the shadows gather, and only your obedience can change the course of what is about to unfold. God does not speak in haste. God does not give warnings lightly. When this voice reaches you, it is because mercy demands action and grace is still available, but it will not wait forever. You may wonder, why me? Why today? Why this moment? The answer is simple, because you are the one appointed to act. You are the one who holds the key to protection, to preservation, to blessing. If you were to ignore this, someone else could not step in. Only you have been entrusted with this opportunity. Only you can respond in faith, decisiveness, and obedience. God has chosen this moment because the enemy is close. Forces that seek to harm, steal, and destroy are already moving. Within 7 minutes, the consequences of inaction can begin. But heaven intervenes first through warning. That is why you are hearing this. That is why this message has reached you, through voice, through vision, through urgency, so that you may act before it is too late. Do not underestimate the timing. The enemy may appear sudden, chaotic, unstoppable, but God is deliberate. Every warning, every signal, every call is precisely orchestrated. To ignore it is to reject mercy itself. To listen is to step into divine protection. Beloved, understand this. God speaks now because He desires to save you. Not to punish. Not to frighten. But to rescue. To preserve what is precious. To prevent loss, devastation, and lifelong regret. This message is love in action. This warning is mercy delivered directly to your heart. You may feel hesitation. You may think you are too busy. You may think it will pass. But that thinking is the very trap the enemy sets. It lulls you into inaction, into delay, into danger. Heaven will not waste words on the unprepared. That is why God chooses moments of clarity, moments of divine attention, moments when the warning can be heard and acted upon. The timing is also about testing your obedience. True faith is revealed in action, not in thought. True protection comes through responsiveness, not neglect. The fact that this moment exists now is proof. You are being given a choice. You are being given a chance to act before loss arrives. Heaven respects your free will, but God will also show the consequences of neglect. That is the urgency behind this call. That is why you cannot ignore it. That is why 7 minutes matter. That is why you must act now. Beloved, this is the moment heaven has chosen for you. Listen, obey, and act. Open this message fully. Speak the words of protection. Pray with conviction. Shield your family, your finances, your life. Move with the knowledge that God Himself has intervened in your timing, so that loss can be avoided, mercy can prevail, and blessing can flow. If you hesitate, the window closes. If you delay, the consequences begin. But if you act, heaven moves. Angels fight. Shadows flee. Your life, your family, your future are preserved. This is why God has chosen to speak now. Because there is no other moment like this. Because mercy is reaching for you. Because obedience in this moment will echo through your life forever. Beloved, open your heart. Open your ears. Open your hands. The moment is now. This is your chance. This is your warning. And this is your salvation, if you choose to act. Beloved, now is not the time for hesitation. Now is not the time for doubt. The 7 minutes are counting down. Every second you delay is a second the enemy gains. But heaven is ready to move, if you act immediately. I will show you exactly how to protect yourself, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. These steps are not suggestions. They are instructions from heaven. Follow them exactly. Do them immediately. Your life depends on it. Step 1. Declare God's authority over your life. Speak these words aloud, with conviction. In the name of God, I declare that no weapon, no darkness, no scheme of the enemy can touch me. I am covered by the power of heaven. Angels surround me. The enemy has no hold over my mind, my body, or my life. Do not whisper. Do not doubt. Speak with the strength of your soul, because every word commands heaven to move and darkness to retreat. Step 2. Protect your household. If you have family, speak over each member individually. You are covered by the angels of God. No harm shall come near you. Every attack is neutralized. Love, peace, and protection reign in your home. If you live alone, declare the same over yourself. Speak over every room, every door, every window. This home is a sanctuary. Darkness cannot enter. My life is shielded by heaven. Your voice is a weapon. Your declaration is a command. Do not underestimate its power. Step 3. Pray with urgency. This is not a casual prayer. This is a command to heaven. Speak from your heart. Father, I call on you now. Protect me. Protect my family. Guard our health, our finances, our relationships, our minds. Let angels move now on our behalf. Let every plan of the enemy fail. Let your will be done in our lives. Pray with intensity. Pray with faith. Pray as if your very life depends on it, because, beloved, it does. Step 4. Remove spiritual vulnerabilities. Identify what could allow darkness in: fear, doubt, anger, grudges, resentment, despair. Speak aloud. I release all fear, all doubt, all anger, all resentment. I forgive and I let go. I am covered by heaven and protected from darkness. This clears the space for divine protection to take full effect. Shadows cannot settle where there is forgiveness, faith, and obedience. Step 5. Affirm your faith continuously. Repeat daily, morning, noon, and night. I am God's child. I am shielded. I am protected. I walk in victory. No darkness can touch me. Even as you move through your day, maintain awareness. Guard your thoughts, guard your speech, guard your actions. Protection is strongest when paired with vigilance. Beloved, if you follow these steps now, the enemy will retreat. Darkness cannot stand where heaven is obeyed. Shadows cannot touch a life that declares God's authority, that prays with urgency, that removes every vulnerability, and that walks in faith. Do not wait another second. Do not question. Do not delay. Your life is in the balance. Your family is in the balance. The next 7 minutes are the window to act. Heaven is ready. Angels are poised. The power of God is available, but only through obedience. Act immediately. Protect yourself. Protect those you love. Declare, pray, forgive, and affirm. Do not waste another heartbeat. Beloved, you are not alone. You are never alone. If you act now, heaven will move on your behalf. If you obey, darkness cannot touch you. If you rise in faith, protection will surround you, unbreakable and eternal. This is your moment. Protect yourself. Protect your life. Protect your future. The time is now. Beloved, you have heard the warning. You have seen the urgency. You have felt the weight of the consequences. Now, this is the final appeal, the moment to act before loss arrives. Heaven has spoken. Angels have wept. Time is brief. The next 7 minutes are all that stand between obedience and regret, protection and destruction, blessing and sorrow. Do not delay. Do not question. Open your heart fully. Follow the instructions you have been given. Speak the words of authority. Pray with all your strength. Remove every shadow of fear, doubt, or resentment from your mind. Unite your family in love and protection. Hear me clearly. Every declaration, every prayer, every act of faith now will form a shield that the enemy cannot penetrate. Angels will surround your home, your life, your loved ones. Darkness will flee. Opportunities will be restored. Peace will return. Joy will reign. This is not a promise of partial protection. This is divine intervention in full force. Heaven itself moves on your behalf, but only through your obedience. Do not waste this chance. The warning is not repeated. The mercy is not endless. The time is now. Beloved, receive this benediction. May God cover you with His infinite light. May angels guard your every step. May no harm approach your home or your loved ones. May your mind be clear, your heart be strong, your spirit unwavering. May peace, protection, and divine favor rest upon you and remain unshakable. Amen. Speak it aloud. Feel it. Believe it. Let it anchor your life in divine protection. This is your final appeal. The warning has been delivered. The instructions have been given. The mercy of heaven has reached you. Act now. Protect yourself. Shield your family. Declare God's authority over your life. Pray with urgency. Remove all doubts and fears. Walk in obedience. If you do this, heaven will move on your behalf. If you hesitate, the consequences will begin, and the losses may be permanent. The choice is yours. Beloved, this is your moment of decision. This is your final warning. Heed it. Act. Protect. Obey. And the angels will rejoice. Heaven will guard you. The enemy will fall back. You are not alone. You are never alone. God is with you. Angels are surrounding you. The power of heaven is at your command, if you choose to receive it. Do not waste another heartbeat. Open your heart. Speak the words. Pray with faith. Protect your life. Protect your loved ones. Act now, and watch heaven move mightily on your behalf. The time has come. The warning is complete. The choice is yours.